this is Telegram VC. Hopefully it's gone through. Hello, this is Telegram VC and welcome back to another live stream. Today we're going to be discussing the Tmnt IDW issue 113. I'm going to go quickly check if the order's working. Yes, thank God for that. And yeah, so this should be very interesting to see if it does actually properly works. I'll quickly get the comic. I'll give it a few more minutes for people to come in, and then we'll start it. Oh, yeah, there we go, our first one. Let's get the thing up. Hopefully it works. Come on. Hey, Melo. Yay. So hello to you. We'll just give it like another minute, and then we'll probably start going into it. And yeah, so this should be interesting because there are quite a few things which I think I would really like to discuss about. So yeah, do I have any other comments? No? Okay. So I'll give it a few more seconds and then we'll probably begin. But yeah, how's everyone? Got a few people watching? How's your day been and all that? I can't really say much. I can't really say if I've done much. Oh, Dark Wolf Devil 1, how it'll be going. If you mean how I'm doing, I'm good. How are you doing? I'd really like to know. But how it'll be going, we'll give it, hang on. Yeah, we'll probably start talking about the issue. Got the issue set up with me, so we can just go through page by page and have a unique discussion about the issue, what we do and do not like about it, and we'll go from there. So about 3 minutes in, roughly. So let's go through the actual issue. So we've got. So I'll be going through page by page. I don't know if you had a comic with you or anything. But yeah, all got a message. Okay. So the first page got Lita sneaking around in her black uniform. I think she has like nunchuckers with her. But yeah, you see, like she's in no time. I think that's really interesting with Renette because they're sort of connected the Mirage one and RW universe up together, which is a very unique or interesting thing just by having Renette because I think they said something about her being able to travel through dimensions and all that. And then Leo goes back in time and then go back to the actual present day and we see Cry with Old Hob, Bubblegum, and Koya taking out Old Toko and Raza. And at first, I didn't really think too much of this thing, but if you do notice, I think Cry has a new uniform and also like a new way face she's drawn. I think it's definitely in the hair's different, and I think maybe the trousers as well, or pants, whatever it's called. Like at the bottom it has a bit of like a red fire thing. And I actually think that's very cool. It really does stand out, and I do really do like it. It looks interesting. I think that's quite good. When Hobbs says they'll get those two back, and yeah, I'm guessing he just feels really bad about everything. Then Toko and Raza escape. They crash will make Koya go through the window, and then the plane goes down, crashes and everything. How she survives is beyond me now, but it's going to be interesting. And how did Toko and Raza survive? I can sort of understand how. Now seeing how Karate survives and all that. But she gets her legs bitten, so she might have a bit of a limb. I think that could be interesting. I know Grada's fall from height from Koya. Then got Toko saying the mama line. I'm not really too sure how I feel about it. I mean, I understand the reference, and I think it suits a lot better in this version, just because who they're serving is actually a female, and it just works better. I think the designs. I think that's another thing that looks a bit weird. It's just because that's the other than 2012, which even though they had their version of these characters, they weren't like distinct. I don't know if that's like the best way to put it. But like the movie which they came from, those are like the most iconic versions, and yeah. So to see them like this, it looks a bit weird. Because like recently with all the big success with them, the toys, I don't know. It does look a bit weird. I mean, Raza looks like he came from a fur convention, and then Toka looks like he's a dinosaur. Does anyone else see that, or is it just me? Like, I'm looking at it now, and I'm only just realizing that they do not belong in this universe. And yeah, then cut back to the Splinter Clan, I think it's called, the Mother Clan, whatever it's called. With Sheena talking to Jenny because she wants to go up band, and I could not care less for that little story or subplot. But yeah, we've got Lita and the Weasels. But from now on, I'm going to call them the War Weasels because I think that's a much better name. And I, I think I really want them to have guns in the future. That's my hope. If Sophie Campbell's watching this, please give them guns in the future. Just name them the War Weasels, please. And yeah, then after that, Sheena does a block thing and lose the wig. I feel like I don't know, it felt a bit weird having that scene, but eh, oh, I forgot to take that down. Sorry. Um, yeah, I don't really know why she made a big thing about it. I know that she didn't want to have a wig taken off and all that. But I feel like they might be trying to do a deeper storyline without doing anything because, like, I feel like with this whole mutant town, they've been able to open up and do a lot more interesting and social stories, which they probably could not have done. But yeah, I think that's a very interesting thing, and again, which I do think they should have more comics or different lines so they can expand on the whole mutant town thing and like really go into it because other than got the comment um you, yo, what's up, Mikey Bean? Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're just talking about issue 113 from JW1. Oh, another message from Dark. If it comes up, Dark Wolf Devil 1. I need to watch issue 113. Maybe miss it so I can be back. Okay, yeah, yeah. That's fine. Um, you're not really missing out on too much. Well, I would recommend definitely reading it and definitely picking it up because it could potentially be a big issue that could have big or be like very expensive in the future. I mean, just look at issue 100, no, issue 51. That's crazy the amount of money it's actually worth. So yeah, this one could be potential oh my god moments or like one. Oh, so yeah, definitely pick that one. Just got some more messages coming. Sorry if I don't mean to go straight into it, and just come a bit later on the stream. What do you think about Lita? Well, I think it really depends on what they do with the storyline, and if we go, I'll go back to your message in a minute, Vimelo. Mikey Bean says, I mean, yeah, well, yo. Dude, please stop. I don't know if you're talking to me. Okay. Well, I'll get back to the thing. So, what do you think about Lisa? Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see what they actually do with the character. Um, where like because in the Flash season 5, got Nora West Allen who came back to the present to help her or help the team, but then became the main character. Oh, you're talking to Mikey? Okay. Okay. But yeah, I think it really depends what they do with the storyline and how they really go around with Lita and what to do with it. Because if you go around with an interesting storyline and she's there for quite a while, it could be interesting, but it really just depends on how they do it. But at the moment, I think she's an okay character, but it just depends what they do with it. So yeah, let's get back to it. So Jenny and Sheena talking. Um, yeah, then they had that kiss scene, and I have nothing against this scene, and I have no problem with it. But I feel like this scene or this whole or that little subplot is going to be bad. I'm not saying that because I don't have anything against that community, but it's just more the fact that it's not going to get enough attention as it deserves. as I think this is probably the first gay couple in the whole universe. And for one, you've got the mutant city or mutant town story arc going on, and the future and all that. So this whole subplot, or yeah, it will be a subplot at this point, is going to be pushed back, like many issues, probably a few years, depending, and we might actually never get to see a fully like good relationship. The last relationship, or the only good relationship that we have, and I think it's actually the only relationship, is Raph and Alapex, and well, that's been going on since issue 40. The only other relationship we've had in this universe was April and Casey, but they broke up. The last one was Jenny and Casey, but they gave up because, well, legal, guessing legal reasons or animal rights or something. But yeah, so I'd say Jenica and Shiva, if they want to expand this storyline and go either full out bisexual, lesbian, or whatever it is, I feel like they need to go with a full story, full comic, so they can really expand it and give it the time that it deserves. Because if you're going with the main tell comic, then it's really not going to get the attention that it deserves and anything like that. So yeah. Any more questions? No, not yet. Then Thingy runs off. Sheena runs off, and we get this weird picture of like human Jenny, and Jenny back to back. And I'm wondering, like that little scene is like making a think about, is you like thinking about life or something. But yeah, then got Mona and Mikey doing the podcast, and um, I've got that's probably the most relatable thing in this whole run is just them talking. Yeah, yeah, I think that's amazing. And then they go. Then we see like other people's opinion, or when we see like Mona talking, we see how like it's all like we see other people like Tom and Jay and the the Hogs, I think April and Sally. Um, so yeah, we've already I think Mona said it like this issue of something else like Hov feels like very bad and all that, and he doesn't want. I don't know. I feel like that's probably like another topic we can discuss about sometime later. In the you see in the April little like short thing, we see Baxter in background. And oh yeah, Lindsay as well. We'll see her. So I'm wondering that could lead. I'm not going to say lead to anything, but wonder if you'll raise suspicions with Baxter. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then straight after that, Mikey comes in. We've got Lita saying about need to go back, so they can save Thingy, Karai. And I must admit, she does that. Yeah, she got tattoos, and I didn't know that before, but I think that's quite cool. I think there was one version with Raphael's going to have tattoos. Yeah. Then get Jenny saying, "Oh yeah, we need to like we shouldn't rush into things like not being the person." Well, yeah, Lisa's actually quite smaller than all the other ones. Interesting. And then she explains how she's truly her. Yeah. And then here's an interesting thing. If you look at the scene where Lisa's telling the guys that or the people that she's who she is and telling about the future, with like the mutant town, I think it's called, no, mutant city. There's a Triceraton, and interesting, it could lead up to things. There's a wolf in there. There might be some dinosaurs in there as well. Yeah, that could be like a very interesting thing, but at the same time, we need to. I feel like we need to deal with mutant city, mutant town, and because I don't know, it really depends how to deal with it. And so far, I can't really say it's overly good, but it's interesting, and it will depend how to go around it. See if we really do need mutant city. And yeah, then we get like the like a civil war shot. We've seen like both sides. Got the like fire turtles. It feels weird to say fire turtles now. Yeah, never thought I'd be able to say, or never thought I'd be saying that. Elapex there, got Casey, Pepperoni, the War Weasels, because, hashtag headcanon saying, whatever it's called. Yeah, well, I can't tell Pepperoni in that scene. I think that's what she's called. Oh god, it's been a long time since I actually saw that character in the comic. Still getting back to it, I can't tell if she's actually grown up or she's still in that baby phase. Meanwhile, on the other side, we've got Toka and Raza, which look different and more bigger and scarier, and with Toka not looking like he came from a photo convention. We've got Being Rocksteady, Bobgon, Koya, Tatsu, Monkey Bean saying or saying K, guessing that's for what Baby Miller said. Then there was this new mutant. I think I did say on this Wikipedia page being called I don't know what it's called, but I think it's called the animal thing it's called like an albino, maybe. I'm not really too sure, so I'm interested to see where this character will come up. And I would normally say he or she, but with what's happened with Jenny in this issue, I feel like we can't go into assume genders or anything like that. And yeah, I do like seeing like Lita with Jenny with I like how she's like black in the smoke. I feel like that's a very cool shot. Guitar thing or guitar thing on the ground. I could not care less about that. And then we've got Karai, and she's dead on the ground. Meh, could not care less about that. And then after that, we get a really good short and really explains a lot of very good things for what's to happen in the future. We've got Raphael, who's wearing like an eye patch. What does it say? Refico solo mercenary ninja for hire, bounty hunter. I'm really looking forward to that. That really does happen. Now, when I hear bounty for hire, I'm thinking Nut Watcher, and I'm really want that. So please make that happen. Yeah, I mean, like the eye patch thing, saw like a reference to what do you call it? That storyline for Rebel Wars. That didn't happen. Donto's now being turned into a war cyborg by Harold. It's interesting, I guess. Reminds me a lot of the from 2012 series, the Apocalypse, the Moon Wasteland. I think Moon Apocalypse. Well, that story that was called. It reminds me a lot of that. And get Mikey, who writes a novel, and he's just left the team. Good for you. Jennifer turns to a life of crime, and I'm really looking forward to that because I don't know something about that Jennifer being evil or more evil as a turtle. It just reminds me of in that City at Fall story arc, really early on in the series of the RW run, when Leo was brainwashed by Shredder. I'm getting those sort of vibes. I mean, just look at the what she looks like. She really does look like that version. I'm really looking forward to it. Then we've got Alapex, who's taking on Pepperoni, who yeah, we don't see where she is in that little screenshot. And then she's taking on the War Weasels because, we're making something out this current round. Woohoo. And then Lena has disappeared. Now I'm wondering if they are going to tie some of this stuff into the 2020 one shot thing. I'm wondering, but I don't really have high hopes for it. When we see like the future characters, April and Casey. Owen Angel, Sally, Sheena, and Mona could not care less for these characters. And got Ben Malou coming in for another message. If it loads, please work. Oh, yeah. I think they took all dark Tmnt storylines and fused them. I think they might be, but at the same time, I don't think they are because it's hard to say really what ones they're taking. I think maybe Mutant Apocalypse. I think that's what it's called. If I'm taking that, maybe Seven as Never Was. I don't think Last Ronin, just because that's like a fairly new one, and that be giving way too much to people who who have no or not working on an issue. So, but yeah, I think they might be working some bits into it. Yeah. Then then this goes on to say, oh, Renette found her and all that. So when the Turtles do go off to save Karai, I thought that was a very cool scene when the Turtles jumping across the buildings, all 6 of them. Oh, I hope they never do this in the TV show. No, I wouldn't mind it. It's just weird to say all 6 of them. There's only supposed to be 4. But yeah, when they get to the helicopter, they find Koya, who's yeah, she's beaten up and all that. They fight Bulbagon, cry, they bring him back to Splendid Dojo, and then they and then Lisa reveals that Koya and Leo are together. And I don't think many people moan about this. I don't have a problem with it either. It's just weird. And it's a lot better than the 2012 Cry and Leo relationship. So it's better than that, but I never really saw anything with those two. Like, never really thought, oh yeah, those two really need a hookup or anything. But at the same time, I never thought they had any chemistry other than they want to kill each other or have like respect for what they do, something like that. And yeah, then Koya goes off saying, "Oh yeah, discussing nice with that." So you wonder if that will change the future or it will speed up the events. Yeah. Then Leah's going on about, she's probably screwed everything up. Reference taking charge, which I think it's probably for the best. If many people read this comic don't like Rise, then that's probably for the best. Yeah. Kara's probably gonna have something wrong with her foot. That's probably gonna tie into a whole big sub story. Oh, what? No, I'm not gonna give examples or something like that. Leah tells Jenny. Leah tells Raph to look after Jenny, I think it is, and Jenny goes on about saying, "Oh yeah, I tried to be different, but now it's saying I'm who I am." But let's be honest, you're a trained killer from birth. You wasn't going to change much. And then we do actually see how she kills Cry, and I think it's actually a very good scene. Well, I think like just really I don't really know what's the best word to describe the scene, but um like really mirrors the effect of what happened just the other way around. And yeah, it was interesting and looking forward to it, seeing what happens. Um yeah, um and yeah, after that, the issue ends really. Some ninja notes about Mac issue. There's probably nothing there. And yeah, so well, quickly got the 2020 issue one. So quickly go through that to see that it does contradict anything, which I feel like it really is because in that they had the 4 turtles. Mike is the leader. Johnny's been kidnapped by Utron and all that. So what future are they heading for? Are they heading for the Tales in Time issue 4-1 where with Shredder ruling? Are heading for the 2021? Or heading for this one? They might have screwed everything up and all that. It will be interesting to see where they go. I just hope they choose the right thing and actually do something good, because with my opinions on the whole Immune City thing is that they're not giving it enough. They're not giving it the attention that it deserves. Because this is like a very big thing which people would really want to know about, and they really go deep into like how people are coping with it. And some people could relate to that, like um, and like feeling like how they don't feel like they belong in that body now. They feel right in this new mutant body, or like it could be so interesting to go into all these different characters. And I feel like they are wasting opportunity there. And they could also go into that, like the Johnny and Shiva thing, which could be a very unique and interesting concept, and could help other people relate or something like that. I'm just giving them ideas which I shouldn't have to do because this is not my job. But damn, if I can come up better ideas from them, I really don't see much of a future for this series. Um, but yeah, I don't really know how I feel about much this issue. I mean, it has got me hyped again for what's to come, and it's probably the most hyped I've got in ages. I think the last time I got really excited for the series was issue 99. I mean, that was only for issue 100, and then after issue 100, I think it was like 104. That was really when I not realized everything's gonna be bad, but I sort of realised that it's not going to be as good as it once was. Um, so it's going to be interesting how to deal with it. So yeah, I think that's that's all I've got. Does anyone have any questions? I'll probably stick around for a few more minutes. If you don't have any questions, but please do answer some questions. I want to make myself my day. I've got like, well, something fun to do. Um, yeah, so don't really know what else to say unless I have any other questions. I might give a few. I don't have any questions like next 3 minutes. I'll probably end the stream because I've been going for like half an hour then. Um, yeah, so overall, I have to say that this issue was interesting, has potential, but not executed poorly. It just needs to be better with what they could be doing. Um, Yeah, I don't really know else what to say. Any theories? No, not really. I think it's issue 115 is supposed to get a really big issue with Bebop and Rocksteady versus Token Raza, which for many people that'd be like a childhood dream come true. I'd say yeah, I'm looking forward to that. No, I won't say I've been looking forward to that since childhood, but it's something I'll be interested in. Um, I think that's all they revealed. Um, yeah. So does anyone have? I'll ask you one final time. Does anyone have any more questions? Um, I think I might do another live stream next week. Just doing a 2003 live stream. Don't know if anyone would be interested in that. It could be something funish, maybe. We'll go along with it. Um, but yeah, I'll just give up. We've got 2 minutes, then it'll be half an hour. Then yeah. Um, so yeah, does yeah, does anyone have any questions? Um, don't really know what I really would like to think about what could happen next issue. No, nothing really. I could try. I wonder if Ronette will. I wonder if Ronette come back because we don't have a time sector, but then again, the future is always weird. I mean, can we? I mean, what is the future really? So if Ronette comes back, then we know that the egg dies or goes back, or it never happened. Oh god, it's going to be very confusing depending on how well they do the timeline. But yeah, so got no more questions and getting a little bit bored. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you just want, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. So, yeah, good. Bye, yo, bye. Oh, very mellow. Oh, you think they cool dark storylines and fuse them together? I'm pretty sure you said that. Um, but yeah, I think I have. I'll get everything up. Um, yeah, come on. I think I took all dark Tmnt storylines fused them. Yeah, I feel like there might be. I'll say it really depends if you do actually see the future. If you do see the future, then yes, I think we could potentially see a combination of many things. It just really depends on how they poorly execute it or great execute it. It's at the moment I'm gonna say is a just 60-40. I'm go with that. 60 being bad and 40 being good because I don't really have much hope for the turtles anymore, especially with the six turtles. Oh god. But what I want is to see more of the war weasels. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I do hope you enjoyed it. Thank you everyone who stopped by and who watched me. Thank you, Baby Mellow. And if that worked. Thank you, Baby Mellow, Mikey Bean. Where's on? Devil Wolf 1. Yeah, thank you all for commenting and giving me something to talk about for some more of a good-ish afternoon. But yeah, so yeah, thank you for commenting and giving me something to talk about. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you just want, please share. Let's just grab that stuff. Good. Bye. Yo. Bye.